As we reported a few weeks ago, porcine epidemic diarrhea virus has been found in several states around the U.S., and it's got the industry health experts on alert as it appears to be spreading. National reporter Tyne Morgan is in Des Moines, Iowa this week for the World Pork Expo. She has a story. Tyne?
Thanks, Clinton. It's the 25th anniversary of the World Pork Expo, and we're here on the Iowa State Fairgrounds. Now, there's a lot to talk about this year, from antibiotics to regulations to the new porcine epidemic diarrhea disease. And as we've been learning, it's in the early stages of this investigation to see just how big this disease is.
Last I heard this morning, I think we're up to 10 states, maybe 11 states, somewhere around 65 to 70 herds. And now we're not sure if we're continuing to have new herds or if we're moving it from herd to herd.
Wagstrom says PED isn't new worldwide, as it was discovered in England during the 1970s, but it's just been introduced in the U.S., meaning new territory for the pork industry and various government agencies to cover.
We are looking at where the disease came from, where it's moving to. There's no reporting of it. So we're really having a great collaboration.
She says it's an ongoing investigation to discover how or what introduced PED into the U.S.
We'd love to be able to get it out of here and go back to not having PED, but it's not as devastating as some other diseases could be.
Even though questions surround the impact this could have on world trade, she says there's not been any barriers in place yet.
A lot of our most valued trading partners already have the disease. So as well as many of the other countries that are competitors of ours in the export market are already PED positive.
Opening new doors despite PED is an ongoing effort for the pork industry.
We export to over 100 countries, and I think with the free trade agreements that we're getting in place and with the Trans-Pacific Partnership that we're working on, we have the potential to export more pork. And the advantage of being able to export is that every country values the parts of the pig differently. You know, we don't eat a lot of pig's feet. We don't eat a lot of ears. We don't eat a lot of the offal, the intestines and stomachs. But other people, that's a product that they like. So, you know, we can import ribs, for example, because we don't produce enough ribs, but we can export the things that the American consumer doesn't necessarily value, and it raises the overall value of that carcass, and so it raises the value for the pork producer.
And Clinton, one exciting thing that they said, looking at the pork demand, they continue to see that to grow in the future, which definitely is a good thing for pork producers. Reporting from the World Pork Expo, I'm Tyne Morgan for AgDay.